Hey, honey. Catherine messaged me again about tomorrow. You're really not going?
Yeah. Like I told you, I'm not meeting her fiancé.
Really? Even though Catherine isn't your biological daughter, you've been her mother for 16 years. You have to be there too.
I know. But Catherine told me she doesn't want me to meet her fiancé. I will just stay home tomorrow. I don't want to make things awkward by showing up too.
What? She told you not to come? I can't believe she said that to you. I will talk to her.
Yeah, she texted me a bunch of times. I don't think she'll change her mind though.
Who knows? No matter what she said, she was raised by you. You are her mother.
Anthony, you shouldn't force her to invite me. I understand my position. I respect her decision either way. I'm just happy for her that she's found someone she wants to spend her life with.
I'm not forcing or anything. I just think it's wrong that she's not inviting you. Anyway, I will talk to her about it. Hey, honey. I'm sorry I couldn't change Catherine's mind.
It's not your fault, honey. I knew this would happen.
I still feel bad about it. Anyway, I'm going back home soon.
You don't have to feel bad. It's okay. You heading back home already? Isn't it too soon?
Well, we're done eating now. Catherine says she has to go somewhere after this too. So we're finishing up.
I see. So how was her fiancé? Did he seem nice?
Yeah, he seemed like a nice man. But I think he's the opposite type of me. More of an introvert, I guess. When I brought you up, he seemed like he wanted to say something. But Catherine shot him a look, and he just clammed up.
Really?
Yeah. I'm honestly shocked that she didn't invite you tonight. I thought she had become more mature, but she still seems to misunderstand you. Maybe I raised her the wrong way.
And don't say that. We did everything we could for her. But I feel like maybe I wasn't enough for her as a mother.
You are more than enough, Claire. When we got married, Catherine was still in grade school. She's been difficult with you ever since, but you never gave up, and you raised her as if she were your own. Catherine should be thankful for everything you did for her. And yet, it's so disrespectful that she doesn't want to introduce her fiancé to you. I don't understand why she's being like this.
You can't blame her, honey. She went through a lot at a young age. I know it's hard to accept a new mother when you're that age.
But it's been 16 years already.
I know, but I don't mind how long it takes for her to accept me as her mother. She just needs time to heal after her real mother's disappearance.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'm being too hard on her. Regardless of what Catherine thinks, you're the best mom in the world. You've done more than enough for her. I just hope one day she'll realize that and be grateful to you.
Thank you for saying that, honey. It really means a lot to me. I know Catherine doesn't see me as her mom for now, but it's okay. I'm just grateful to have been a part of raising her.
I remember how you got all teary-eyed when you heard that Catherine got engaged.
Yeah, I was so happy for her. You were crying too.
Really? I don't remember. I wish Catherine could have seen your crying face. Maybe then she'd realize how much you love her.
Honey, I don't want her to see my ugly crying face. I know things are different right now, but I hope she accepts me as her mother someday.
I know she will. I'm sure once Catherine becomes a mother, she'll understand all the sacrifices you've made for her. She'll know how hard it is to be a mother.
Children are a blessing, but we're not 100% sure if they'll have any.
You don't have to be so negative. I would love to see my grandchild.
Wait, you didn't say that in front of Catherine, did you?
What's wrong about it?
It might pressure her, you know? You should be more careful next time.
Okay, sorry.
Did she mention about the wedding? Since she didn't want me to meet her fiancé, does that mean I can't attend the wedding either?
We didn't talk about the wedding today. But if she refuses to let you attend the wedding, we're going to have a serious talk. No matter what she says, you're her mother. If she says you can't attend the wedding, then I won't go either. That's just how it is.
But it's their wedding, not ours. If she doesn't want to invite me, then so be it.
But
I don't want to ruin her marriage. All I want is for her to be happy.
we're not ruining anything. We're trying to help her have a perfect wedding. With her beloved parents. I won't let her have a wedding without you.
The more we push, the more she'll resent us.
I know, but anyway, she didn't mention anything about the wedding yet. I'll make sure she invites you to the wedding.
Hey, if she ever says she doesn't want to invite me, just don't do anything. As long as Catherine is happy, I'll be happy. Don't force her to invite me, okay?
Hey, are you free next Sunday?
Hey, Kathy. Yeah. I'm not sure about your father.
I'm asking you if you are free. I didn't say anything about Dad.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm free. Why?
That's good. Why don't you come to visit me?
I would love to, but are you sure?
Why not? You're free, right?
Yeah, I am, but you didn't even invite me to meet your fiancé before. Now all of a sudden you're inviting me over?
So what? I've been thinking about it a lot.
About what? Did your father say something to you?
No, it's not like that.
I see. Well, thank you for inviting me. I would love to visit you next Sunday. I will ask your father if he can come too.
He doesn't have to come.
Why not?
I already saw him 2 months ago. I just want to see you. We never really talked for a long time, right?
Yeah, I always wanted to talk to you, Kathy.
I'm sorry if I was being childish before.
Oh dear, you don't have to apologize. I know things were rough.
No, I owe you an apology. I thought you married Dad for money, you know. But now I know that I was wrong.
Kathy.
I felt bad for everything I said and did to you. You know what? I want to make it up to you. How about I cook dinner for you when you come over? If Dad were here, he would make a big deal out of everything. So, I'm inviting only you. There are some things I need your advice on about getting married too.
Sure. It's perfect timing that I'm just finishing up a big job this week.
Big job? I didn't know you were working. Did you start working part-time or something?
No, I've always been working.
Really? Well, I'll see you next Sunday then.
Hey, can I meet your fiancé next week? I'd love to say hi to him.
Sure.
Wonderful. Then I'll bring something for both of you. Is there anything your fiancé doesn't like? Does he have any allergies?
He'll eat anything.
Okay, I'll give you a call as soon as I know the arrival date.
All right, I'll pick you up at the airport.
You will? Wow, thank you. I can't wait to see you, Kathy. Catherine, what were you thinking? Why did you suddenly drop me off?
Damn it! Do you still have a signal? I should have dropped you off deeper in the forest.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean.
I don't know, that's why I'm asking you. After you picked me up from the airport, you suddenly dropped me off in the forest. What were you thinking? I almost got hurt. Come back here.
Why do I have to pick up my stepmother? It's your fault for being fooled. Seriously, you're so stupid to think that I would invite you to my house. There's no way I would want to spend my day with you.
What? So everything was a lie?
I've never felt sorry for you, ever. You're a gold digger. Get the hell out of my life. There are no buses, trains, or anything else near that forest, so good luck walking. I heard that a thunderstorm is coming soon. Did you pack a raincoat with you? Good luck being all alone in the forest. Seriously, I'm so done with you. You're a fake mother and a gold digger.
Really? Then I'm done with you too.
See? You give up on me so easily. I know you always hated me.
I don't hate you. Even though we're not related by blood, I treated you as if you were my daughter. I've raised you for 16 years, Kathy. Since the day I met you, I've loved you and accepted you as my daughter.
I know Dad is too dumb to notice, but I see your true colors. Most of your stuff is from luxury brands. You're using Dad's money to buy all that stuff. Don't act like a mother when you're just a gold digger. The only mother I have is my dead mother. I never considered you as my mother. I know you married Dad to take his money.
I didn't marry him for money.
Oh, stop lying. I know you wanted to meet my fiancé because he's from a rich family, right? I know what you're thinking, you greedy hag.
For the record, I don't have any money problems.
Because you've been taking money from rich old men besides my dad?
Do you think I have the looks to do that? I'm an old lady, Kathy.
So what? Maybe you were catfishing online. Who knows?
Okay, that's it. I will tell you the truth now.
What truth? I already know the truth.
I'm a business owner.
What? Don't make me laugh. Do you think I'm that stupid to believe that obvious lie? How can you run a business when you've been at home all your life?
To balance work and household chores, I just try to work from home as much as possible. You seem to think your father is rich, but he actually works for me.
What are you talking about? He's the real business owner, not you. He owns a company.
Well, yeah, he used to be the president of the company. But your biological mother embezzled the company's money. She even took your father's assets and ran away.
What? She did that?
That's why the company went under. It was a really small company, too.
That's a lie. My mother passed away due to illness. She was smart and she helped Dad run the business. That's what Dad told me. Don't you ever insult my mother by telling such lies.
Your father didn't tell you the truth for your sake. You were 7 years old when they divorced, and you adored your mother. He thought you weren't ready to know the truth. Your father worked day and night to raise you. The only reason you didn't have a hard time making ends meet was because he was working so hard. I'm not sure if this was the right time to tell you the truth, but I'm sorry it had to come out this way.
I can't believe it.
If you don't believe me, ask your father. Kathy, I've done everything I could for you. I may not have been the perfect mother, but I've always loved you. I thought you finally realized, and I was so happy when you invited me today. But I never thought you'd do something so terrible. You're not a kid anymore. What you did to me is outrageous and unacceptable.
Hey, Dad! Hey! Don't ignore me.
Kathy, what have you done?
Dad, Clara's missing.
She's with me now.
So she's alive? Oh, thank God.
We're staying at a hotel today. We'll fly back home tomorrow.
That's a relief. I've been trying to reach out to her, but I couldn't call her. I thought something happened.
I think she blocked your number. What were you thinking? Why did you leave your mother in the forest? Luckily, she had a signal on her phone and called for rescue. When I received her call, I panicked and flew here immediately. If she didn't have her phone, things could have been really bad. Do you understand that?
I know. I'm sorry, Dad.
I don't think I'm the right person for you to apologize.
But you know what? It's also your fault for not telling me the truth.
Yeah, I accept that it was wrong to keep it a secret from you for so long. I was waiting for the right moment.
Oh, really? Maybe you were just too embarrassed that she's earning more than you?
It's not like that. I thought it was for the best. What would have happened if you knew Claire was supporting you financially?
I don't know.
Catherine, I'll be honest with you. I didn't have the money to send you to college. I couldn't afford to send money for you to stay in the dorm. Your mother, Claire, supported you all this time.
You made me misunderstand everything.
Misunderstand everything? I think you just assumed. If you had tried to talk to Claire, you would know what her job is, and yet you always snubbed her and never talked to her.
So it's all my fault? I can't believe you hid everything from me, even about Mom. It's too much. All this time, my mother was just a criminal. Do you know how I feel right now?
I'm not blaming you, Kathy. I didn't mean to hide it. I'm sorry. But you're an adult now, not a teenager. Maybe it's time for you to realize all the sacrifices Claire made for you. Do you remember that time you almost got hit by a truck? She didn't hesitate to cover for you. Even though she ended up with a broken arm that time, she always packed your lunch. Even though you refused to introduce your fiancé, she never said anything bad about you. She was just happy to know that you got engaged. She was even planning to cover the wedding expenses and contribute to the down payment of your new house.
Really?
Did she ever hurt you? No, right? For 16 years, Claire gave you unconditional love. And yet, you disrespected her, verbally abused her, and on top of that left her in the forest.
Stop guilt-tripping me. I told you I'm sorry. My fiancé told me I was being rude for not inviting Claire to dinner. We got into a big fight, you know, and I got pissed off at Claire for causing the fight. That's why I did it. It was just a prank. At the end of that day, nothing bad happened to her.
Claire caused the fight? She did nothing wrong. You caused the fight. Stop blaming everything on Claire.
I'm sorry.
I'm not the right person to receive your apology.
Okay, let me talk to her then.
All right. I will give my phone to Claire now.
Hey, Kathy.
Claire.
Wow. I don't remember the last time you called me by my name.
I know.
So?
Look, I'm sorry. I never realized everything that you've done for me.
It's okay. I did what I did because I wanted to. We should have told you sooner about your biological mother, too. And understandably, you couldn't accept your new mother.
It's not like that. I knew Dad needed someone to support him, and I knew I couldn't do that. So I was happy that Dad married you. But yeah, I was being immature.
Kathy.
I'm sorry. You were always there for me. Dad told me you were going to pay for the wedding and a down payment for our new house. I didn't know anything about it.
I heard you cry to your father that you didn't have enough money for the wedding.
I always wanted to have a beach wedding, but it was so expensive. Claire, I'm sorry. And thank you for your help.
I'm not helping you anymore.
What?
Of course. If you just can't accept me as your mother, that's okay. I would have expected it. But what you did to me today is unacceptable. Do you have any idea how scared I was before the police came to pick me up in the forest? I thought you finally reached out to me and wanted to spend time with me. You betrayed my feelings.
Listen, it was just a small misunderstanding. I did it because I didn't know what was going on.
I don't think it is just about misunderstanding. You didn't have to go this far. You told me to get the hell out of your life. So, I'm doing you a favor.
I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, okay? You have unconditional love for me, right? Besides, if you're a business owner, you could at least pay for my wedding. It's just a little money for you.
Are you serious? Are you apologizing to me just so I will give money to you? It's not gonna work. Your fiancé seems to be a very responsible man, so you two should work hard and save up.
If you pay for my wedding and house, I will accept you as my mother. I will invite you to my wedding too. You want to attend my wedding as a mother, right?
What? How can you say such a thing in your position? I'm very disappointed in you. You don't sound sorry at all.
Oh, come on. If you have money, just give it to me. Then I'll call you Mom.
No, thank you.
Why not? Please.
Because I don't want a daughter who would use people like this. If you really feel sorry for what you have done, then show me by your actions. Until then, I won't have anything to do with you. Your father agrees with me. I wish you all the best, Catherine.
Claire! Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Mom! Please forgive me. Please!
Catherine repeatedly tried to call us after that conversation. She even came to our house many times and got down on her knees to apologize. But I didn't see her sincerity, so I didn't accept her apology. A few months later, Kathy got married, but they did not hold a wedding ceremony. They started living in a small apartment and working hard to save money for the wedding. I think I made the right decision not to help her financially. Now she seems to understand how difficult it is to earn money. Recently, Kathy told us that she got pregnant. Just as my husband thought, she told me her perspective changed after becoming a mother. After she gave birth, she often came to our house with her baby, and we are happy now. We've grown closer than ever, and I'm grateful for the bond we've formed.
Dad, I'm not coming home today.
What? Where are you right now? It's already late, and you still haven't come back. And you were ignoring my calls and messages. I was really worried, you know.
Nothing but lies.
Huh?
Just leave me alone. You don't care about me at all.
What are you talking about? I understand it's a shock that Mom suddenly passed away. I still can't accept the reality too, you know. But I have you, Gretchen. From now on, I want the two of us, as a family, to support each other and live together.
Family? Don't make me laugh.
What?
We aren't actually related. I know everything now.
What? How did you know that?
We're strangers. We are not connected by blood. I don't want you acting all high and mighty like a father.
Who told you that story?
Mom's sister, Aunt Marie.
Marie. So, are you with Aunt Marie right now?
Yes, I am. After Mom's funeral, Aunt Marie said she has something important to tell me. She told me that I was your stepchild.
What a presumptuous thing to do.
What? The one being presumptuous is you, isn't it? Keeping something so important a secret all this time? I'm already in high school, you know. Mom married you when I was 2 years old, right? You were pretending to be my father for over 15 years. It's truly infuriating.
I truly regret not telling you the truth. But please believe this, Gretchen. I have genuinely raised you, considering you as my real daughter. I want us to continue living as a father and daughter. You are the only precious family to me.
Gross. Is that what a middle-aged geezer says?
What's that supposed to mean? You shouldn't talk like that to your father, seriously. Are you saying you're going through a rebellious phase right now?
God, I told you, you are not my real father. Anyway, I don't plan on coming home for a while. Why don't you look for a new wife?
What are you saying? It's insensitive, especially right after your mom passed away. Besides, I will never remarry. Mom will always be my only wife.
Oh, really? You can say that for now. Anyway, men always like younger women. You will forget about mom and remarry. That's for sure.
You're still in high school and talking back like this? Anyway, where are you? Can you tell me? Don't tell me you plan to stay at Aunt Marie's house.
Yes, I am.
No, you can't do that. Come back home.
Why? Aunt Marie is older than mom, but she's youthful and beautiful. She has a cool style and is really easy to talk to. It's fun to be around her, you know.
I'm just worried. That's all. I know you were not that close with her before. The last time you met Marie was probably when you were in elementary school.
So what? Aunt Marie approached me at mom's funeral and we became friends. Besides, it's a relative's house, so there's nothing to worry about.
Sorry, but I can't trust someone who talks about important things without my consent.
Aunt Marie is not a bad person. Aunt Marie knew that I was already in high school, so she thought I already knew about it. When I finally heard it from her, I was surprised. She thought I had known for a long time, so it's all your fault.
All right, then I'll contact her. I'll ask her to send you back home.
Huh? Don't do anything unnecessary. I'd rather be with Aunt Marie, who has at least some blood connection, than with a complete stranger like you. Aunt Marie doesn't have children, and she's happy that I'm with her. I also want to become Aunt Marie's daughter.
I see. In that case, just for a little while, okay? If you stay too long, it might be a bother for your aunt too.
How long I stay is something I'll decide. I'm not a child anymore, so I don't want you telling me what to do. Well then, thank you for everything until now.
Hey, don't talk like you're really leaving the house. Make sure you come back, okay?
You're so persistent.
I will come to pick you up eventually.
Don't come. Even if you come to pick me up, I won't come back.
When my wife and I got married, my wife had a 2-year-old daughter named Gretchen. My wife's previous husband cheated on her while she was pregnant, and they divorced before Gretchen was born. After that, my wife met me and we got married. Gretchen quickly grew attached to me, calling me dad and sticking close. Probably because she hadn't yet grasped things fully, she likely believed I was her real father. I had always intended to tell Gretchen the truth eventually, but before I realized it, she had entered a difficult age, and it seemed challenging to find the right moment to talk calmly. Moreover, my wife fell ill and was hospitalized, and I became fully occupied caring for her. That's why I missed the right time to tell the truth. In the midst of this, my wife's condition suddenly worsened. She passed away suddenly, and Gretchen learned from Marie, my wife's sister, that I wasn't her biological father. I was upset, but, as Gretchen pointed out, I was at fault for keeping it a secret for so long. Gretchen, who seemed to have become close to Marie, suddenly left home and declared that she would stay at Marie's house. Honestly, I didn't get along well with Marie. Unlike my quiet and modest wife, Marie was flashy and loud. She also had a bad reputation among her relatives. Although she didn't disclose her job details, judging by her outfit and makeup, it's evident that she works in the nightlife industry. Of course, I didn't intend to judge people based on their profession. However, I couldn't bring myself to trust Marie, especially with the way she awkwardly approached my daughter. I couldn't shake off a bad feeling about the situation.
Dad, can't we live together anymore?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Please, don't abandon me.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Dad, you're not my real father, right?
Yeah, I feel bad for keeping it a secret all this time. But I've never said anything about abandoning you, right? Besides, you're the one saying you won't come home, and I'm very worried.
Because I'm not your real daughter. I'll just be in the way after Mom is gone, right? But can't I stay with you at least until I graduate from high school?
I've been having trouble understanding what you are saying. What's going on?
I heard it from Aunt Marie. Dad is planning to remarry a younger woman, and sooner or later, you will kick me out of the house.
What?
I mean, having a non-biological daughter around would be inconvenient for their newlywed life, right? But I promise, I won't be a bother to Dad and the new wife. I'll behave, so please let me stay at home a little longer.
What have you been saying all this time? I have no intention of remarrying. I want to continue living with you, just the two of us. If anything, it seems like you were the one trying to abandon me.
Huh? I'm abandoning you?
Yeah, you left home without telling me, and you've been blaming me. Did you forget that?
What?
Hey, it's only been 2 days, and you've already forgotten?
But I haven't messaged you for a while now.
No, that can't be right. I'm staying at Aunt Marie's place, so I won't come home. Thank you for everything. That's what you said to me. Suddenly, you treated me coldly, and it hurt me so bad, you know.
Hold on. There's no way I'd send such messages. I haven't seen Aunt Marie in a while, and, to be honest, I'm not very fond of her. I wouldn't voluntarily go to Aunt Marie's house like that.
But I have the history of our conversation.
What? There's no history on my phone.
Something doesn't add up. I'll send you screenshots of our conversation.
I don't remember sending such messages.
Are you sure you didn't send them?
Obviously not. I don't talk like that. I would never talk to Dad like this.
I see. That's how it is. I understand now.
What?
The culprit can only be Marie. Marie pretended to be you and sent me those messages.
That makes sense.
Gretchen, delete the screenshots that I sent you right away. We don't want Marie to find them.
Got it. I've deleted them now.
Anyway, why did you go to Marie's house?
Aunt Marie wanted me to come. She said she's single and has no children. In that situation, with her own sister passing away, she felt lonely and she wanted me to be her daughter.
What?
Of course, I refused. But Aunt Marie said returning to Dad's house would be pointless. Your dad is planning to remarry and abandon you. Aunt Marie will protect you. That's what she said to me.
I see.
When she said that, I became anxious, so I decided to go with Aunt Marie. But if I stay at Aunt Marie's house like this, I feel like I'll never be able to see you again. That's why I messaged you.
Don't worry about it. Dad will come to pick you up. Are you alone right now?
Aunt Marie is at home, but she's sleeping. She works at night, so she usually wakes up in the afternoon.
Understood. Then I will head over there now. Make sure Marie doesn't find out, okay?
Am I leaving without telling Aunt Marie?
Ideally, I'd like to discuss and bring you back home. But it seems she's not someone I can reason with. Let's ensure your safety first. We'll contact Aunt Marie afterward.
Got it. I'll get ready and wait.
How dare you take away my Gretchen? I'll report the kidnapping to the police.
Good morning, Marie. You're up quite early today, aren't you?
Don't make fun of me. I woke up because I heard the sound of a car engine outside, and when I looked out the window, I saw your car driving away. As expected, Gretchen is nowhere to be found inside the house. You are a kidnapper. Return Gretchen right now.
Who's the kidnapper? You told an outrageous lie about me remarrying, and then forcibly took Gretchen home, didn't you? Why did you think of making Gretchen your daughter?
Because she's the child of my sister. You and Gretchen aren't blood related. But since my sister, who was her mother, passed away, it's only natural for me, her older sister, to take care of Gretchen.
Even if there's no blood relation, I am Gretchen's father.
Huh? That's just your wishful thinking, isn't it? I am the real family for Gretchen. You're just an outsider, an old man.
Respectfully, Marie, Gretchen and I have legal guardianship through adoption, so I have parental rights.
Adoption? When did that happen?
Right after I married my wife.
But if Gretchen doesn't acknowledge you as her father, then the legal procedures are meaningless. I'll definitely report this. I feel bad about Gretchen that she is living with a stranger.
It won't help. Gretchen expressed her desire to live with me willingly. More importantly, sending messages pretending to be Gretchen, you pulled quite a prank.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. Even if you deleted the history on Gretchen's phone, it remains on my phone.
Ah, that thing. You got completely fooled, didn't you?
The tone was quite audacious, and I did feel something was off, but I never thought someone was impersonating her.
See? You really are disqualified as a father. You couldn't even see through the fact that it wasn't your daughter. You and Gretchen are just legally recognized as parent and child. But I am more suitable as her parent.
Yeah, you totally followed me, and I regret all my actions. However, Marie, do you understand what you've done?
Huh?
You unlocked Gretchen's phone without permission and logged into her messaging app. That's a criminal act, you know.
Jeez, I don't understand complicated things like crimes. Gretchen even entered her phone's password in front of me. So it's like she was telling me, please unlock my phone, you know?
So that's how you did it. What kind of nerve do you have?
Anyway, the fact remains that you and Gretchen are not biologically related. You can't change that. Perhaps you hid it because you didn't want to be disliked by Gretchen. But I exposed it. You're welcome.
I won't forgive you.
What?
You told everything to Gretchen without my permission, even though I am her legal guardian. Gretchen was crying, saying she wanted me to tell her.
That's your fault, not mine. You didn't tell her the truth even when she became a high school student. And perhaps you intended to keep it a secret for life? You were afraid that she would distance herself from you after learning the truth. You really are a coward.
I did plan to talk about it properly, but my wife fell seriously ill, and I missed the right moment to do so.
Oh, really? That just sounds like an excuse to me. By the way, are you really not planning to remarry?
What?
Aren't you secretly happy about my sister's death?
What?
Look, unlike me, my sister lacks charm and, to be frank, isn't attractive. She's such a dull woman that you wouldn't think we're sisters. When she married you, I just couldn't believe it. I understand that you regretted marrying her. But now that my sister's gone, you can find a better woman, right? You were bawling at the funeral, but that was just an act, right?
Unbelievable. Insulting even my wife. Do you have some grudge against me or my wife, Marie? You're forcibly trying to take away our daughter too. What is your real motive?
I'm just saying I will take care of Gretchen. Without Gretchen, you can enjoy your single life freely. I can live with Gretchen as if she were my own. It's mutually beneficial, isn't it?
This is something I heard from my wife before. Marie, I heard you have a divorce in your history.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden?
Just confirming the facts.
Yes, that's right. I'm divorced. But what's the big deal? Even my sister's divorced. So having a divorce history is no big deal.
The cause of the divorce was your infidelity.
What?
Moreover, the person you cheated with was also married. And they demanded a hefty amount of compensation, right?
Oh my God, she told you that? I can't believe she revealed unnecessary details.
You are not denying it? I guess it's true, huh?
You were so annoying. Well, what can you do? If there's a better man than my husband, of course I'd want him. It just so happens that the man I liked was married. I apologized and promised compensation. There's no need to bring it up now.
So, have you finished paying the compensation? To your ex-husband and the wife of the person you cheated with? Have you paid the full compensation?
Paying it all at once is obviously impossible.
I've heard that even the installment payments are lagging.
Well, if it's too much even in installments, it's just impossible to pay for everything by myself.
If you restrain your spending, you might manage in installments though. Even at the funeral of my wife, you attended wearing flashy accessories not suitable for a funeral. If you stop such unnecessary spending, wouldn't that be a solution?
Shut your mouth! That's why I need Gretchen.
You tried to make Gretchen earn money for you?
Yes! Once she graduates high school, I plan to make her work at a nightclub, like me, so that she can help me financially.
What a horrible aunt. Using your niece to cover for your infidelity is just... Never come near my daughter again.
But Gretchen can earn her own money, isn't that good? I'll take good care of Gretchen, so please, let me have her.
You don't truly care about Gretchen. Gretchen is studying hard to go to college, and yet you're trying to make her work at a nightclub?
Oh, fine. I get it. I'll give up on Gretchen. It's frustrating, but I'll give her to you, even though you're not blood related.
Giving her to me? Gretchen was never yours to give.
Instead, how about you give me more of my sister's inheritance?
Inheritance?
Yes. I'm her real sister, so I have a right to her inheritance, don't I? My sister saved that money for Gretchen's future with her hard-earned savings. If you won't give Gretchen, hand over my sister's savings to me.
That's impossible.
What do you mean?
Since I am the spouse of the wife and Gretchen is a child, you have no inheritance rights.
What are you saying? Fine. Then you, who inherited, lend me some money.
I don't have money to lend you.
You're lying. You worked for a big company. You must have received a hefty salary.
I quit my job at the company just recently.
What?
Since I married my wife, we had planned to open a cafe together someday. Unfortunately, my wife passed away, but to fulfill our dream, I decided to open the cafe alone. So actually, I only have debts.
Are you stupid? Quit the cafe already and lend me money.
Why do I have to go that far for you? The reason why you are having trouble with your payment is all because of you. Can't you stop relying on me, an outsider? Who do you think you are?
Actually, I'm in a really tough spot right now. I'm currently dating a guy, but he's married, and his wife found out about the affair, and now she's demanding compensation from me again. The compensation from the previous affair hasn't been fully paid off yet. What should I do?
You never learn, do you? Despite getting burned last time, you haven't learned anything.
It can't be helped. It's just that the person I fell for happened to be married.
While that reasoning might justify the affair, the world doesn't work that way. No matter how much you plead, I don't have money to lend. Please, figure it out on your own.
Come on! Do something about it. Just lend me a little, please.
No way.
Don't be stingy. I'm your sister-in-law, right? We're family. Why won't you help me?
Being called family only in times like these. My wife has passed away, and you are no longer someone close to me. Well then, I wish you the best of luck.
Wait! Don't abandon me. I apologize for bringing Gretchen home. I'll even kneel if I have to.
I've been disowned by all my relatives, and you're the only one I can rely on now. Please, help me.
After that, Marie never stopped contacting me and Gretchen, so we decided to block her. Furthermore, because we moved from the apartment we lived in before, Marie can no longer contact us ever again. According to rumors, Marie is being pursued for compensation payments to her ex-husband, the wife of her former affair partner, and even her current boyfriend's wife. It seems she has started working part-time during the day in addition to her night job. Working tirelessly every day, Marie, who has completely worn down, is said to now look 10 years older than her actual age. Gretchen has successfully graduated from high school and has been accepted into her dream university. She goes to school happily every day. Eventually, Gretchen will also leave home, but until then, as a father, I want to watch over and support my daughter.